So in this new AI-driven world we're all living in, is just being a specialist really going to be enough? We're about to dig into why having a complete, integrated system of skills isn't just a nice-to-have anymore, it's quickly becoming essential.
Okay, let's just dive right in. Have you ever looked around and wondered why some developers are just force multipliers? You know, the ones who seem to create massive value out of thin air, while others, equally brilliant people, just keep hitting roadblocks. That's the exact mystery we're going to unpack today.
And here's the secret. The key isn't about being a jack of all trades or just learning more stuff. It's about mastering an integrated system. We call this the completeness advantage.
And this slide, well, it just breaks it down perfectly. On one side, you've got a developer who's maybe mastered 6 of the 9 pillars. They're great at coding, awesome at front end, but they hit a wall when it comes to, say, deployment. On the other side, you have the developer with all 9 pillars. They aren't just competent, they're a true force multiplier because they can move from an idea all the way to execution without stopping.
So what does that actually look like in the real world? Well, the developer with those gaps might build a fantastic AI feature, but then they're stuck. They have to wait days for the DevOps team to help them deploy it. That skill gap literally becomes a bottleneck for the entire team. But the developer with the complete skill set, they take that exact same idea and can ship it to production, all by themselves in a matter of hours.
You know, this whole idea of a completeness advantage might sound new, but it's really not. Actually, if you look back, we've seen this exact same movie play out during every major tech shift for the past 20 years.
The pattern is so clear once you see it. With Agile, some teams just started doing daily stand-ups and called it a day. But the real winners, they embrace the entire system, the culture, the tools, the CI/CD pipeline. Same thing with the cloud. Some folks just used AWS for storage. The ones who got the 10x speed advantage were the ones who rebuilt their entire architecture for it.
So, here's the crucial point. History shows us, again and again, that the truly transformative advantages go to those who embrace the full paradigm. The partial adopters, they get stuck in the middle. They get all the buzzwords, they get the bills, but they don't get the real benefits. Okay, let's make this way more concrete. We're going to follow the journeys of 2 developers. We'll call them Sarah and Marcus, just to see how these different mindsets play out in a real career.
So first, let's meet Sarah. She decided to go all in and commit to learning all 9 pillars, everything from AI and Linux to testing and deployment. A year in, she was already shipping features completely on her own. By month 18, she was actually leading her team's entire AI transformation. The result, a huge promotion and a 40% pay raise. Not bad.
Now, let's look at Marcus. He went deep. He mastered 3 pillars and built these absolutely brilliant AI interfaces. But the moment it was time to scale, boom, he hit a wall. He needed a database expert. He needed a DevOps specialist. He needed a QA person. All this just slowed him down and made him totally dependent on other people.
And this is the whole point right here. It's not about Sarah being smarter than Marcus. It's that her complete system gave her autonomy and incredible leverage. His specialization, while super valuable, ended up creating dependencies that just capped his speed and his options.
Okay, I know what you're probably thinking right now, because I'd be thinking it too. 9 pillars? That sounds like 9 different full-time jobs. Is this even realistic for one person?
The answer is a clear and resounding yes. And AI is the game changer here. AI-powered tools can literally accelerate your learning by 3 to 5 times. Plus, modern tools and IDEs make it so much easier to switch contexts. And the skills themselves, they reinforce each other. Learning one makes the next one easier. It's this powerful feedback loop.
And look, this isn't about becoming 9 separate experts overnight. It's a progressive, totally manageable 18-month journey. You start with the foundations, AI, Markdown, cloud basics. Then you move to the intermediate stuff, getting great with your IDE, Linux, test-driven development. And finally, you get to the advanced level, things like system design and deployment. You're building one, single, integrated professional.
So, let's talk about timing. Why is this so important right now? It's really about understanding the urgency of this moment. And I want to be clear, this creates a massive opportunity, not a reason to panic.
Here's the simple truth. The baseline for what it means to be a professional developer is going up. 5 years ago, if you said full stack, you just meant front end and back end. Today, it means front end, back end, cloud, DevOps, AI, security, the whole shebang. because technology has integrated all of these things into every single feature we build. Now, for the people who get on board with this shift right now, the benefits are just enormous. We're talking about real career acceleration, the creative freedom to build your ideas without having to ask anyone for permission, and a skill set that is perfectly aligned with where the entire industry is heading. You're basically future-proofing yourself.
So the big takeaway here is that this window of opportunity is wide open, right now. While most of the industry is still kind of debating if AI even matters, you have the chance to be one of the people actually building with it. The baseline is rising, and the only smart move is to rise right along with it.
So I'll leave you with this one question to really think about. When you see this massive shift happening, does it feel more like an opportunity to you, or does it feel more like a threat? Your honest answer to that really reveals your starting mindset. And, it's the very first step on what could be a totally transformative path.